can you see yourself living there forever? I could, for sure. Like I don't like, but like I say, I'm not someone stuck on like, oh, I'm here. Like I said, my mother's not here, my father's not here. I'm not a tree. Like I can always move, but I don't have an issue with staying in Houston long term. Like it's not like, oh, I have a time clicking, I gotta get out of here and this no.
Okay. Are you going to purchase a property? They have gorgeous townhomes.
Me and my friends actually talk about this on Sunday. I think she's in the chat. And I think that it's difficult, right? Because at points you feel like, oh, Houston is expensive and people go like to the suburbs, but even now suburbs are expensive. Like nothing is cheap or like as affordable as it used to be anymore. So I feel like people keep waiting because of interest rates, but you keep waiting and things keep getting more expensive. It's risky. But I don't know. To be honest, like I download these apps. I never go through them. I never open them. Like it's just never been something I've been that interested in, to be honest. But maybe later on down the line, things will change, especially after renting for a while. Because I feel like I used to have this conversation with one of my former friends, I guess, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm tired of renting." And I'd be like, I get it because you've been paying rent like for like 7 years. Like, no, I don't think that's something to do with it. I'm like, I do think it has something to do with it because the more you're renting, the more you can feel like you're wasting your money. But I
Yeah.
feel as if I'm still enjoying the renting experience, to be honest. Like I'm not like at the point like, oh, I'm ready to have my space. These people, their food is smelling like this and that. Like, of course, like there's pros and cons both ways, but I don't feel like, oh, I'm tired of renting. And then also I'm very picky with my neighborhood, right? Where I would want to live. And I'm just being honest, I can't afford to buy where I like in Houston. Like I can't. So I don't want to just go buy and then go buy
Rent where you like.
exactly like where I am now, but I can't afford, at least not by myself with one income. I can't afford at this moment to buy where I like. It's not possible. You know what I mean? So like I don't want to just buy just to say I have a house and like I hate it or like I don't care for the neighborhood or like it's just not like so it's a lot of things you consider, but maybe later down the line. But right now I'm not really thinking about that.
Are you giving yourself a time limit to meet a husband in Houston before you leave, or it don't matter?
We watch we made that I made that video last January, best cities for single black women. And to me, I say this with my full chest. It may be controversial. I don't believe in moving from a man. I feel like I get it. I understand why people feel the pressure, and some people believe I even did that, but we won't get into that. But I just feel as if like everywhere people are having issues. So like when people like if you say right now, if you get
Moving from man, because a lot of people have been telling me to leave Charlotte, and it's not necessarily moving from men. It's just to be in a new environment and be the new face,
I'm
be
trying to
the
get
new girl. Because you know how African men love the new girl, right? When you're in a different city and you the new girl, like they're all like attacking you. You get what I'm saying? But once you stay,
familiarity breeds contempt, though. So let's say you give yourself a time limit to meet a husband, he's before you leave. Because even if you say time limit, then leave and go where? Like that's my question. Like where? Like what other city? Like I just feel as if like
Dallas, Charlotte, Atlanta, somewhere in Florida, DC.
it would be more than a man. Like I can't move thinking like, oh, I'm gonna. I just feel like it could be very dangerous. And I get like
I
I
wouldn't do
do.
it.
I wouldn't move with my mind thinking, oh, like if I move here, I'm gonna find a husband. I think it's dangerous to think that way. Like, but I understand you're moving just to have a better overall quality of life, and part of that could be finding a partner that can increase your quality of life. I'm not gonna lie, but I would not tell any woman, oh, you want to find a husband, move here and move there. I can't give that type of advice. I think it's very misleading. Do some vlogs. Have you watched the vlogs on the channel? I put up a vlog 2 weeks ago. I got 100 and something views. People say do vlogs, do vlogs. I put
No,
up
that's not a vlog. You need a walking tour. A vlog is you showing your life.
they
That's
don't
what
watch it. They will say it. They know.
I have a vlog coming out this month, a weekend in Black on Charlotte. You know how I do every year. So y'all
Put that for weekend. I want to do a weekend in Nigeria, on Charlotte, weekend in Black.
Lovey said there are some women that are baddies in Dallas, but I think Houston has more baddies. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, 90s baby. Yeah, I don't around people all the time. The Woodlands look great for walks. Mia says, is it a lot of girls in Houston that have BBLs or plastic surgery in general, or are they more natural thing? BBLs. I can miss
I think it's both though, because even when I was talking to a guy about this, he was trying to argue with me. I think it was at some store, and he was like, "No, that's how the women are. A lot of them are naturally like that, but it's definitely both. Like, there's a lot of trust me. There's a lot of, like I said, people are into their image. So if you're into your image and you're into how you look, and there's more pressure to look a certain type of way, you're going to be more likely to go under those type of procedures. That's just the reality. Like,
Makes sense. 90s baby said condos are nice too. Mia,
mm.
do you ever get lonely in Houston not having your sister or a man there? Or you have a lot of friends that make it fun for you?
Mia's covered the questions. To be honest, when I moved to Houston, was it 2022? I had gotten in a relationship a little after the story. So I just feel as if like and that's probably part of the reason why I got back with someone I shouldn't have probably been with, is because low key, like it was a big experience. Like it was a big jump just being by myself.
You moved to a random place.
I do think it was a gradual process because it's not like I was already used to not living with Nana for almost 2 years, right? And then I moved here, and I was also, like I said, personality comes into it. Like even growing up, my mother used to tell me like, "Ngozi, you're kind of like a loner." Like
Mhm.
I've always had that personality. So when we have these discussions, like they say, "Man, know thyself." You have to know yourself. Like I have the videos. I say even with me being like a quote unquote loner, I would not give anyone the advice to move to a city and you don't know anyone. I would not give anyone, unless maybe you're moving for some like crazy stellar job
Or you're going for school.
or school that where you're really going to be able to interact and meet people. I
Mhm.
would not give anyone that advice. It's hard, you know. So, but of course, my sister's not here. Mia, you don't know if my man not here. You making assumptions. You making assumptions.
Anyway,
But I also do have a lot of like extended family here. Like this weekend, also one of my cousins was birthday.
yeah.
Some other cousins here. Like it's not like I'm here and like I don't know anyone. That I made like a lot of friends, community, like through like church and all these stuff. So like I know how to keep myself busy, and like naturally I just don't have that personality where I feel like I have to always be around people. I need to be in someone's house every night. Like I'm okay being by myself. Oh,
You don't think now you're kind of more social than me though?
no, I think you're just moody with your socialness, but I don't think that I'm necessarily more. I don't think that I don't know. I'm
I think
social.
you're more social than me. To be,
I'm
I feel like I'm the
social.
one these days, and I can really stay by
I'm
myself.
social, but what I'm saying is that, like my socials, like I can also like I'm not social in the sense that I'm doing it because like I need to. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm still okay. Like I enjoy my own company.
Hmm.
That's what I'm gonna put. Like I really enjoy my own company. I like quiet. I'm always asking stuff. When I meet guys, tell them, when we get married, I'm gonna have to have my own room. Like I like my space. I don't like noise. I don't like, and I'm also like a busybody. So I kind of feel like I'm gonna slow down this year. Like I always have so many things I feel like I need to do, and it's just making me like I have a lot. Like I'm a very it's a type of personality. Like I'm
Very
always
type A.
I don't think it's type. I'm always like this. I got to do this. I got to do this. Or this. So it's like I feel like I don't even give myself a lot of time to sit down and really sit there, and even be feeling alone because I keep myself. Not to say it's not always a good thing, right? A lot of times this stuff can be distractions, but I do think my personality helps me not get like lonely or bored. Like I keep myself very busy.
Okay, Angie, I don't want to be in a big house as a single woman. It'll
Not
definitely
gonna lie.
not gonna lie. Okay, I don't want to. I saw that today, my coworker actually wrote that in the chat, and I figured it out.
I've seen it before, and I just figured it. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I don't want to be in a big house as a single woman. It'll definitely be a rinky-dink house that I'll rent out once my husband buys our house. Why do women always say this if they have a house? Why do you have to rent out the house and the husband buys your? Why can't y'all both move into your house?
Evie, no, Evie,
But they always have this narrative. Of what is wrong? What is
no,
wrong with your? If I
no.
have a house, if he wants to pay the mortgage and move into my house, I don't see the problem.
I see it from both sides.
I don't see the problem. I don't think
I understand
I
why
don't think it's a big deal.
I understand why people end up doing it because of logistics, but I would just say if I had my way, I wouldn't want a man to move into my house. That's just personally, like if I had my way, but I understand why people do it
I
because
don't see
if
the big deal if he's paying the mortgage.
no,
I don't see
you
it's
kind of want to start. I've had guys even tell me this. I've dated guys that
it's an
told me like,
ego thing. It's
yeah,
ego.
listen, I've had guys tell me we get married, we have to both buy a house together. You're not coming into the house. And I'm like, you are crazy. That's one of the reasons why I stopped talking to him because you have a problem. But I'm telling you, if a guy can say this, a Nigerian guy, don't knock a woman for saying it.
Okay. What is your favorite area in Houston overall?
It depends on what, right? Like if I was to live somewhere, it would probably be somewhere like River Oaks. I like Montrose area as well. I like River Oaks. If it's like in terms of going out, I think like the Galleria has some places, that Galleria kind of area. So I think it just depends. Like if like I know what areas I don't like, but in terms of areas I like the River Oaks, Upper Kirby, Greenway area, Montrose, Museum District. I don't really care for downtown. I was literally just there running an errand. It's too, every time I go to, it's close to me, but when I go there, I'm just like, thank God I don't live downtown. Like, it's just too much. It's a big homelessness issue. It's so sad. Too many street lights, too many cars, too much noise, too much dirt. Like, I don't really care for downtown. Like, mm-mm.